Yes? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something. I guess it sounds awful.
Well met. That's the spirit.
Copper for your thoughts? Really? Really, really? Oh, fine.
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit.
If you're sure. Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
How can I help? With pleasure. Lead on.
So Bal's chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. Good. Ah. This all begins to ring a little too familiar for my liking. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power. But Orin, he's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that. As you wish.
The pride of the gate.
Let's move.
Sharp as ever.
Directly.
This ought to be good.
Looking ahead.
Was a time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat.
Caress is caress.
Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to arm.
Staying in a brothel.
Strange things are happening. We must claim the crown of Carsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
If a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his...
and their virility,
Certified non-magically altered.
I'd recommend
Lying.
I would. Did you see how far that watcher threw me? Must have been 10 lengths.
You told me the armor was a bargain.
Welcome to Danthilon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't. Don't draw any trouble on old Enthal. He acts like he's up for it, but he's retired for a reason.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble...
You can turn off the charm, Entharl. She's with me.
Blueberries. Thought I had a sale. You look tired, Harper.
I missed you too. They're already here?
Down below. Here's the key.
Now?
Oh, aye. Helm forbid someone might pay for my services, Jaheira. Harper's nesting in your cellar tends to scare off business. So, if you mean to sling some coin around, only Jaheira will complain. A pleasure. Jaheira needs more friends like you. Right, Sonny. You're on the door till our friends are done. Gods forbid we do any business today.
To meet my mother and father.
Hi, Harper. May Seluna's tears shine on this meeting.
A very formal greeting, Geraldus. You are well?
Yes. Hi, Harper. Standing beneath Seluna's tears.
The lad's a little nervous, Jaheira. We heard of your great victory against Ketheric.
Geraldus isn't nervous. He's terrified. And he's using Seluna's tears as some kind of code.
I understand, Geraldus. Take a moment. And you, Harper. There is something familiar about you. Doesn't she remind you of our old friend Marcus?
Jaheira's meaning is clear. Marcus was a traitor laying a trap. The same, it seems, is happening here.
The problem with Marcus, of course... We didn't end on the best of terms.
Making my move.
No better moment. Understood.
What fools these mortals be.
What now?
Death greets us all, but not today.
The witchy know.
Time to push my luck again. These boots have seen everything.
Please help me.
More of Orin's doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Baal's side, I wonder?
Mahler's mark.
Will
How
you
many
save
more
me?
Harpers then?
Cannot take much more.
Ready and waiting. Well, certainly waiting. Securo.
Have a lot on my mind. And
Did I get it right?
Seluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead. Evidently. Doppelgangers.
And they're not just working with the cult, High Harper. They're part of it. Baalists, I think.
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rashomon. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin, while smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said... that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! High Harper, please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper when you could still live as anything else? I'll come clean. I did not tell you all about what I hope to learn here today. I will rectify that. But first, Geraldus, Does your mother still own that farm in the Dale Lands?
Yes, High Harper.
Just Jahira to you now. Go on. I have all the help I need. I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen. True enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon?
The name is as familiar as Jahira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
I sense you mean no insult, calling scarce a century ago the old days, which is considerably more insulting. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. There always is. But that is still the fundamental fact of it. Before we ever heard of this absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far, but it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city. Such authority.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Sounds like you've left some buddies to bury. Plus side, Enthal pays overtime.
If your lot have cracked another bloody cask,
They're dead, Entharl. Doppelgangers were using them as bait.
Seems they snared more than they could skin in you. Did Geraldus survive?
Alive. But a Harper no more. He's better off out of it.
Likely you're right. I'll tuck him up tight till I can ship him back to his mother. What are you going to do?
Continue the hunt.
Aye. Silly question, I suppose. Astonish!
Another quake. What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
Greetings, citizen. I trust you are enjoying the city.
You want past? Talk to Ellen.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
Not close to Duke Ulder Ravengard's own son, surely.
You having a laugh, devil boy? I know Ravengard, and last I knew, his spawn wasn't sporting those horns. The joke's on you. No entry. That's the end of it. Ordination is what? Lord Gortash is becoming Archduke. All the peers came to pay regards. Special occasion. Worms Rock is closed. Invited guests only. Gortash has got all the protection he needs. A cultist makes so much as a peep, the watch will turn them to cinder. Ah, yes, the Orphans Fund. You can pay me directly. I'll make sure to pass your gold to the orphans. I'm sure you will.
Gortash is to be proclaimed Archduke. His grip on the city tightens.
The Harpers have been compromised. A balancing power now unbalanced. Jaheira's support has been invaluable. We should return it in kind.
I'd love to see one of them in a fight. A real fight. They crush everyone.
We're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents.
Good day, citizen. Please notify the Steel Watch if you witness.
Whether you're getting hammered or getting nailed, we've got the tool for the job. No screw too loose, no door too unhinged.
Actually, Gortash invented the steel watch? No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch. Yes, but they were Gortash's idea, which makes him the inventor.
How about we settle on the Gondians and Gortash invented?
This armor was such a bargain. We can't return it.
The lips, the tongue. If your mighty Mars needs...
I got it.
Honey is a luxury. We don't need honey.
I love honey. I love honey so much.
Whoa. Slow down, sweetie. Take a deep breath for me, yeah?
An apple a day keeps the absolute away.
This is safe to take. You're absolutely sure?
Bigger, smaller, in-betweener, I've got it all.
Are you sure?
What? Do what you do.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
Right, it's your birthday. You
I
just...
admire your courage, Gale.
Hear me out.
Thank you. Any particular reason? Between the orb and the bug, you've got more than your fair share of unwelcome passengers.
This unit is damaged, citizen.
What can I say? Mother always told me to be a gracious host.
In the name of the crying one, have mercy.
What do you remember? Eye color, hairstyle, accent, anything.
The priests will open the temple up again. You'll see. They're good people. Holy people. If you won't help us, at least let the children in. We've had nothing but scrap.
The Crying One weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead. Murdered. I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
I warned the temple of exactly this. Exactly this.
Ilmater's edict is to welcome all into his embrace.
I still can't believe anyone would murder Father Lorgan.
There's enough blood.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. I wouldn't go that far, but the investigator is being particularly challenging right now. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. Feel free to look around the temple, but fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence. I can tell you where to find her, but she won't be very chatty, I'm afraid. Shira passed away last year. Peacefully, mind. We buried her in the crypt under the temple, if you wish to visit. Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really. Charetta's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case. I really hope you find something. For all our sakes.
be where Shira Clarwen is buried.
Here lies Satida Atana, born 1411 DR, died 1485 DR. Here lies Flintster Sunseeker, born 1400 DR, died 1456 Here lies DR. Sister Shira Clarwen, date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR.
Darling Shira, faithful to the crying god, long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh. Gone thou might be, alas. Honored Shira, her spirit hath fled, and her body but merely a husk. Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it upon Shira. She was to endure, to suffer, as was her god Ilmata's wont. Who now shall bear the madness Shah has wrought on me, so I might no longer suffer? Oh, shall it be thou?
The monk himself holds your answer. Tasha's hideous laughter is a powerful skill, but earning it may come at the cost of wisdom.
Oh, well, if laugh I must, let our alliance end on a lark.
Victor's path. Two steps at a time.
go from here?
This is my time.
This flesh cannot contain me. No I, no me. Tell us where I be.
Need healing. Death close at hand. Here goes nothing.
This is the easy part.
Allow me to demonstrate. Forever dauntless.
This flesh cannot contain me. No I, no me. Tell us where I be.
Gone with the weave.
Nothing important is ever easy.
This is my time. Unleash me.
No. Morning Lord, I call to thee. Lend your forbearance. No. No.
I hate it had to end like this.
It's been a long day. I'll need to rest soon.
And here I go.
steer. We let more outsiders in, and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelnane, Father Lorcan, it's no coincidence.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith in people, no matter where they're from.
Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out?
Thank you, stranger. Father Lorgan's passing has saddened us all.
Passing? He was murdered by one of the fugitives he was harboring.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorgan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid. Thank you, stranger. I take some solace knowing that he died in Ilmater's service.
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic absolutists? Or perhaps I missed that sermon.
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you. Walk well.
Nothing more against Father Lorgan. I've nothing against Father Lorgan. Ilmater rest his soul. But his methods need to rest with him. We need training.
How goes the search? The killing happened in the kitchen cellar. Could be a good place to start. Logan's in the room behind us with Sister Rose. Brilgo's buried out back, through the kitchen and the dormitories.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day. What do you want to know? Slowly. Lorgan was a good man, if naive. He deserved better. One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Lorgan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury.
Charmed, I'm sure.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Dwarf, dressed in red.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
A poisoned blade. Paralysis. Tunnels from the cellar. Refuge. Hiding Brilgor from fists.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all... What do you want to know? We give them...
At least things have stayed interesting.
Lost in thought.
Can't give up now. nice to be wanted. Let's get going. Whatever it takes. Secure. All right, what now?
Brethren in blood, kill them!
I speak, they burn.
No choice but to keep going.
For the ages.
Survival is all that matters.
Roll in my favor.
Someone was arranging these corpses. What for? Looks like these people were trying to hide in the tunnels here.
Doesn't seem to have worked out so well for them.
Curious. This blade's wicked look matches its deeds. Poor Father Lorgan.
Watch your elders and learn.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
How goes the search? That's it! Proof that Valeria missed something. They'll have to listen to you now. If you can convince them of Brilgor's innocence, then perhaps Ilmater could shed one less tear this day.
You're an impressive fight again. You should consider a new name.
Pleasure isn't just
Take it you have some
physical,
suggestions?
it's a state of mind. The Wizard Wonder. Or how about the Master of the Realm?
Tempting. But I think we might already have the maximum number of theatrical titles.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill Father Lorgan? I need something more than vague allegations. I want something compelling. Hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less. That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? I want proof. If someone else killed Lorgan, I want you to tell me why they did it. Come back when you've got some real evidence. I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again? While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed?
Better be. Be rid of that brute. Game. Play it.
Nature's servant awaits.
New guy. Trouble.
No time to rest.
Delight. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it.
Well, I do.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting. Blood near the bed.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
A list of names. Father Lorgan's on here, crossed off. A target list, perhaps.
Are those organs in these vials? Yuck.
I don't mind it. Honest.
Real.
I got kicked out of the temple.
That's cute.
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but no.
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well? What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Was that human boy?
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone is...
How long do the effects last?
It depends on the person. And their ability.
But good armor is hard to find. Leave you trying to climb up one, you madman. Your folks.
Like a...
Yes?
Queen Vlakith. Scraw!
You are Charlotte, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Shestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Charlotte, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great Dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow, while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. Here, here. And hey, kicking his ass might burn off a bit of this extra heat. Let's go home. It's about damn time.
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea. Never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm more to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Zalar Orpheus, Ma Stilnar Forgen in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his Netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash, fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brainquakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An Elder Brain enslaved is one thing. An Elder Brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. You are correct. I should be. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Indeed. Duke Stelmane. Or as I knew her, Belin, when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach. And not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. You have shown me great empathy. We are closer now. Close enough, I hope, that I can ask you to reconsider your position regarding your physical form. I know it is no easy choice for you, but we will have a far better time ridding the city of Gortash if you accept just a touch of illithidness. Not to mention the Elder Brain itself. Our chances against it greatly improve the more illithid we both are. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
Glad to see I'm not the only one on the wrong side of an omnipotent authority figure. Lae'zel did well to break free of Vlaakith's manipulations, though I doubt Vlaakith will let such insubordination go unpunished. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
It can't have been easy for Lae'zel to stand up to Vlaakith like that. But there's nothing that woman can't do.
We just played host to an undying queen. Oh, and that's without our fine silverware.
Lae'zel has courage turning her back on a lifetime's belief. As for us, best we stay out of interplanar politics, I think. Orpheus is on his own. But should great Vlaakith come to settle a score with Lae'zel, well, I might be convinced to kill her.
Undying or not, she was very loud.
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress. It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight.
Vlaakith's a fearsome one. The sort it's hard to say no to. But Lae'zel said it anyway, to her immense credit. She's choosing truth. She's choosing freedom. For her, for Orpheus, for the Githyanki people. I wish I knew a good Githyanki cheer to celebrate the occasion, but the only gift phrases I've picked up are the sweary sort.
Defender of the people.
No one back home will ever believe this.
I didn't think I'd live to see the day when Lae'zel turned her back on Vlaakith. But all things considered, good for her.
So, it seems that Vlaakith is Lae'zel's queen no longer. That took no small amount of backbone.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you.
Soldier?
Aces.